Rahul Mamkuttil quits over harassment allegations. A year ago, Kerala film industry was deeply rattled when several women artists came out to register their protests against continuous harassment by men. These women included actors, dancers, artists, everybody. This had history and was born out of the formation of the Hema Committee report in 2017, which was delayed inordinately and was subsequently made public in August of 2024. But have things changed? Not really. If one goes by the exit of Kerala Youth Congress President and Palakkad MLA Rahul Mamkuttil, who stepped down from all party positions today following multiple allegations of sexual harassment. According to sources, the Congress leadership asked him to resign from his post after mounting pressure from within the Youth Congress and strong criticism. The reason for his exit came to light when actor and former journalist Rinian George alleged that a young politician from Kerala had sent her offensive messages and invited her to a hotel room 3 years ago. Let me also add that Rini refrained from naming Rahul. But then not only the BJP protested in Palakkad, but even the Kerala Youth Congress Committee witnessed heated debates, with several leaders including State General Secretary R.V. Sneha and Vice President Vishnu Sunil also joining in demanding that Rahul should just go. And guess what Rini said? She said, "He sent me obscene messages. I ignored them and moved on. It was not a big issue for me. That is why I did not file a police case. But when I recently saw that this person was facing other allegations, I realized that other women are also facing the same issue. Still, not one woman has spoken openly about it. I felt I should speak up." Now, she feels there's a huge protective cover around him. She said, "I alerted the senior party leaders, personally advised them and scolded him for his behavior. I did best I could." Now, to put a long story short, apparently Rini said that his attitude was, who cares? Meanwhile, Rahul defended himself and he said that he did not do really anything, and this is what he said: "She's not mentioned my name. I did not do anything unlawful or unconstitutional." Now, speculation is rife that, Abin Burgess or K.M. Abhijit may be taking his place as the Youth Congress president. He was so adamant, Rahul. He said that, that his exit, he seemed that he was not repentant. "There are no complaints against me," he said. "No one has named me," and said that I forced an abortion. Anyone can cook up a complaint. When the CPIM decides, they can easily fabricate one. Let them complain. I can prove my innocence in court. The High Command did not ask for my resignation, but now I'm resigning as Youth Congress State Vice President, not because I was wrong, but because my colleagues should not have to spend their time defending me. Well, he's trying to be a martyr. It's not just Rini, but also another woman author, Hani Bhaskaran, who came forward. So has things really changed in Kerala? Doesn't seem to. Let me go to Vinita Hariharan, who's a very well-known political analyst, who's joining us. And thank God we have a woman on the show today. Vinita, nothing has changed. A politician doing this, coming from a position of power, a top actor doing it, coming from a position of power, or a top producer. Look at it. Everything is equal to same. Nothing seems to have changed in Kerala even after Hema Committee report, where it said many women had come forward and said, "I have been harassed."
No, absolutely, Sudha. It's a very, very,
Yeah.
sad moment for us when we see that even in this time and age, Kerala still has to battle such biases and such discrimination and such exploitation against women. Now, this lady, the actor in the public limelight, and so she could go to the television and talk about her harassment against her. But what about ordinary women in the parties if they are subject to such harassment by the men politicians? Politics is still considered a domain of the men. So I think this is something, it's reflective of, even if it is, if it's a celebrity status, or if it's the acting field, the cine field, or the political field, there are still no rules and regulations governing all such acts, and there is no charter of behavior, there is no code of conduct. So I think all of this particular incident should set a precedent for for rules and regulations to come in place that govern political leaders as well. They are
Sorry,
not above the law, they
yeah,
are
yeah,
the
but
lawmaker.
Vinita, rules and regulations, the Hema Committee report was out, the SIT was formed, the SIT today sits there because they have no work, they say. Because many women, look at the mess. Rules can be there, but it's the atmosphere, it's the way people think, it's the way men think that needs to change more than anything else. How many deterrents will you have when the basic mindset does not change, Vinita Hariharan?
No, absolutely. It's a combination of,
Uh-huh.
the carrot and the stick. It's a combination of rules and regulations, training, sensitization, and all of this needs to be done for political leaders, I would say. And this kind of healthy, relationship, a healthy, ecosystem for men and women to coexist as political leaders in a political party is absolutely necessary to be cultivated in the country and even globally, I would say. So these are not, rare incidents. These have happened multiple times across parties, across, nations. So I think this reflects a very ingrained kind of bias against women who are coming into the public limelight, be it politics, be it the cine world. All of these are subject to such vagaries of behavior by leaders. Whereas if you see a corporate structure or if you see other frameworks, it's very regulated. There are rules in place against such behavior, so which also keeps men from behaving like this, because men by nature they are, I would not want to go public with the statement, but men need to be regulated, they need to be controlled, their behavior needs to be tamed. And I think these kind of rules and regulations and frameworks are absolutely necessary for parties across board, I would say.
Quickly before I
And
let you go,
companies like the
it's going to,
yeah.
it's election time in Kerala. Don't you think it's going to put a major blot on the Congress party? I mean, Rahul is already blaming CPIM. Look at it. But Congress will be on a weak wicket after this incident. Don't you think, Vinita Hariharan?
No, absolutely. Congress will be on a weak wicket with this, and he was one of the promising young leaders of the Congress, and this is the face that they're going to portray to the women at large in Kerala. I think they will be definitely on a weak wicket, and this is not the first time that it's happening in
All
the
right.
Congress. There have been
Okay.
cases like this in the past as well.